Hi, my name's Chris, and today I'm going to be covering my Air Force pay. A little bit about myself. Been in the Air Force now for a little over 16 years, and my current pay grade is E6 or Technical Sergeant. Again, jumping right into it here. Income and entitlements. So base pay for me currently is that amount right there, and then base pay is determined in the Air Force or any other branch of service by two things: your pay grade and your time in service. Based off those two things, you can actually, you can research military pay scale. It's public information. I also want to preface by stating this information I'm giving you today is current as of June 2024. If you watch this video 6 months from now, a year from now, etc., information is going to be incorrect. By that point in time, these numbers will probably be increased actually. So keep that in mind. You can see my base pay, and then right below that, you see what's called BAH or Basic Allowance for Housing. That money right there is based off your, well, two things. Three things: your pay grade, your dependency status. So if you're single, you're not gonna get as much as somebody that's married or has kids, has dependents. And then also it's gonna be based off your zip code. So wherever you're assigned to, based off that zip code, that's gonna determine the rate you're gonna get paid for BAH. The next one's going to be BAS, Basic Allowance for Subsistence. That's the money you get for food. Honestly, going to the groceries, etc., eating out. Understandably so. I understand. 2024, you probably can't make that last for a whole month for your groceries, but I mean, it is what it is. It's better than receiving $0, so just keep that in mind. And then, last but not least, you see right there, special duty pay. So I'm currently in a special duty. That's why I'm receiving that entitlement right there. But yeah, normally in the Air Force, you're not going to get that unless you're in a career field that's considered a special duty. So then you see four different amounts right there. First one being the base pay. That is my only taxable income. The bottom three, BAS, BH, and SDP, those are considered entitlements. They are not income, therefore they are not taxed. So when you break it down that way, it is pretty nice. If you see my overall pay for the month before tax, my gross pay, right there, just over 7,600. And then if you jump over to my deductions column, I pay taxes just the same as everybody else. Federal taxes, there's FICA Social Security, FICA Medicare, and then the Air Force Retirement Home, which that's what the 50 cents is for. What I don't pay state taxes because I claim exemption for my state. Based off different states, whatever your home record is, you can actually look it up if you can get exempted if you're active duty. So check that out for sure. And then so you see after my deductions, after my taxes, my net pay right there is just over 6,600. So those were my monthly income and entitlements. And then at a minimum, everybody's going to receive at least one annual entitlement, and that one is your clothing allowance. Now, when you see that and you hear that, don't just think it's not to be used for go out and buy sneakers, jeans, whatever. That's for your military uniforms. You don't have to put it toward that, but I mean it's just something they give you understanding, as the months go by, as the years go by, you're gonna get wear and tear on your uniforms, probably have to purchase new ones as well as outgrow uniforms, so keep that in mind. And then you see right there, I got my extra clothing allowance. That's just because my current career field, I'm not stationed at a base. At a geographically separated unit. So that that's a little bit of extra money right there. That way, if I do need to buy uniforms or whatever, I'm able to pay for the transportation and everything to get there. I don't have the same access as everybody else, but being stationed right at a base. So you can see that amount right there. It's just under 800 for the year. Personally, I've never spent anywhere close to that in a year on uniforms. Even if I had to buy boots, etc., I will never spend that much in a year. So, like I said, it is nice to have you be able to replace several uniforms with that amount. So then for the year before taxes, looking at just over 92,000, and then after taxes, just over 80,000. So almost 12 grand out in taxes, which sucks, obviously. I will say that's nowhere close to the national average, what most people are paying, so that's one plus there. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's my monthly and annual pay broken down and everything. If you got any questions or anything, leave it in the comments. Again, keep in mind, I'm an E6, been in for over 16 years. Obviously, somebody coming right into the Air Force or or any branch of the military, you're not going to earn this amount. So just keep that in mind. I also want to say too, I'm currently stationed stateside. If you end up getting stationed overseas, you're gonna have different opportunities to get like a cost of living allowance, and then also different allowances, to pay for utilities and stuff like that too. You can actually probably make more money overseas than if you are stationed stateside. So just something else to keep in mind. Other than that, thanks for joining me, guys. Stay tuned for next week's video.